Hey everyone, my name is Shauna and welcome to the third figure review on my channel. Today we will be looking at the Guifei Nendoroid by Good Smile. She's a character from the globally popular mobile gacha game Fate Grand Order. She is one of my faves, by the way. I ordered her from AmiAmi for a total of $68 US including shipping. A good deal. But again, I'm looking at my first review, Aqua, longingly with her $33 price point. As of late July 2022 or early August, depending on how much longer my borderline procrastination like adulting duties will take, i.e. whenever this video comes out, she is still available at the following online shops. AmiAmi, The Big Bad Toy Store, Tokyo Otaku Mode, Right Stuff Anime, and Solaris Japan. Nendoroids are sold on basically every figure site / anime retailer, but these are the ones I trust the most and haven't had any problems with. One thing I've always appreciated from the Nendoroid line is their consistency in box size. From the beginning, they kept the box sizes essentially the same during a given time period. Here we have a few originals from some of the first Nendos ever released, to some of the more recent ones. I love this, as it makes packing them into storage very easy. Plus, the quality is good and you can use them to store extra parts without worrying about the boxes falling apart. The figure itself is packaged very safely and securely. Look at all this plastic. There's even a bit of foam in there to hold everything snugly in place. The base and the stand are taped to the inside walls of the plastic, and the accessories are in a separate form-fitting plastic sheet to keep them from rattling around and breaking. We'll be looking at those more closely after taking a look at... Now to the beautiful figure herself. Her name isn't Guifei, it's actually the imperial title given to her, which literally means noble concubine. According to the Tang Dynasty Imperial Harem, you heard that right, system, noble concubine ranked as the second highest after the Empress. History aside, let's start at the head and work our way down. Yang Guifei, aka Yang Yuhan, has a gorgeous and faint gradient of dark brown hair. I really like this color, and it goes with the blue in her twin tail cones very well. She has some pretty elegant, almost tsundere style twin tails, and I love how these two strands are tied back behind her head with this cute white flower looking accessory that actually comes off so you can remove a face piece. More on that later. Her bangs frame her adorable face very nicely, highlighting her stark blue eyes that look like still water on a vast lake. She comes with two more expressions, but again, more on that later. The small sprig of some kind of plant above her here is really cute too. Not sure of the meaning behind it, but it suits her well. Down to the torso, we'll take a look at the arms and hands first. Again, I'll be covering the various hands and arms she comes with in the accessories portion of the video later. But look at those cuffs! Or whatever they're called. Very, very cute and well painted. There is the faintest hint of blue bleeding into the white fluff, but it is nigh invisible from just a foot or so away. Now let's remove her giant head to get a better look at the dress, which is actually a hezu? Maybe? A traditional Chinese bodice that she's often credited to the development of. However, starting from the Qing dynasty, it was renamed to a dudo. Doesn't really ring any bells for me, just don't call it a qionggasm. Sorry, chongsam? Oh, I mean a qipao? Pronunciation aside, the detail on this dress is crazy good. I absolutely love it. The ornamentation, the painting, the sculpting, the shaping, and quality is mind-blowing to me. Her legs down here are on ball joints. Here's a demonstration of the limited movement they offer. And yes, there's her pants. Anyway, the legs are simple and elegant with cute shoes too. Thick thigh. Oh, a new segment. Well, granted, I mostly review scale figures, so this will be a rare one. We'll look at all the accessories and I'll show her in various poses along with them. First is the pipa, a Chinese 4 or 5 string instrument played by both Yang and her husband, Emperor Shuangshou. A good detail here with the peg hole on the back to help the fig hold it with its included stand. Next is what looks like a water piece, but is actually a sort of blue fire energy sort of thing. Here's a clip from the game to maybe help you understand. It has no pegs, Kind of unfortunate because it falls a lot when rearranging figures. Not really a big deal though. Here we have 2 sets of arms made for different poses. To have a swivel at the bicep. Again, the cuffs, or whatever you want to call these, are really cute, and the painting is great. There's just a little bit of bleed of the blue into the white on basically every cuff. But I mean, it is so small. There's no way anyone will notice once she's up on a shelf. So I honestly can't complain about it. Next, she comes with these 2 sticks. In the game, she has 5, but I can understand why they wouldn't include all of them. After some research, I come to the uneducated conclusion that they are traditional Chinese flutes. The dark red one is a dizzy, a side-blown flute. Here's a clip from the game. The black one is most likely a xiao, a vertical blown flute. She never blows into it in the game, but from its size, it's the best guess I've got. In the end, they are essentially Chinese flutes she also uses as a sort of martial arts staff to beat the crap out of her enemies with. Next is a specially molded leg for a more dynamic pose. It has a socket for a ball joint at the end. I'm not sure what the extra piece they include does, but I'm just assuming it keeps the socket from deforming over time. Pretty nice if you ask me. Now, the alternate faces. I'll show you how to change them out before I show the poses, but first is a panic or flustered face. There is a little joke in FGO about how she's self-conscious about her weight because she is assumed to have been a bit chubby when alive, because that was attractive back then. Unlike the current era where skinny is typically seen as more attractive, though I guess it kinda makes sense. For me though, you can still be chubby and attractive. I mean, just look at a certain someone. Anyway, the next face is a simple closed eye look. You can use it as a sleeping face or the intended purpose of her blowing the flute. Now, the poses and how to change the headpiece out. The included base is a larger form of the standard Nendoroid base. Here's a comparison. This is what you'll receive with a Nendo every time unless the product pages specify otherwise, in which you'll get a special base like these following images. The provided stand and base are universal for Nendoroids and will fit pretty much every other figure of the same line. Now, size comparisons. Most Nendoroids are all the same size, so here's just a huge lineup of all my fake Grand Order Nendos alongside her. And now to the usual. 1/4 scale Harui Bunny version, 1/7 scale Minato Aqua from Kotobukiya, review coming soon, see the end of the video, 1/10 scale Sento from the Beach Queens line by Wave, Pop-Up Parade Dark Magician Girl. The quality is S tier as it always is with good Smile Nendoroids. I have yet to encounter a single one in recent years that is down on the quality, except this absolute garbage of a mess that can probably be fixed, but I can't be bothered to. The value, however, is up to you to decide. I honestly wouldn't pay over $60 for something this small, unless I really like the character, which in this case I do. If you're on the fence about Nendos, maybe find a cheaper one to see if you like them first. The figs themselves are a great gateway into more serious collecting since they are much cheaper and smaller than scale figures. Well, only cheaper some of the time. Just look at this!
Alright, I already got her for her original price of less than $60.
In the end, it is for you to decide. I don't have control of your wallet, and honestly, I don't think you want me to. Next, we're finally looking at who I've been teasing for so long. Minato Asuna! Guess who came in while I was making this review? Sorry Aqua, to the back burner for now. Gotta stay relevant, right? Not really. Subscribe for that review if you're unashamed of being an Asuna and SAO fan despite how much hate it gets. And with that, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this, even if it was a little chuckle or two. And I hope to see you in the next one.